Very few people realize just how lucky they are to be alive. The truth is that every single one of us is so improbable that it boggles the mind. Let's think about basic probabilities. The probability of an event indicates the likelihood that it will occur. For example, consider the rolling of dice. On any given roll of one dice, the probability of getting a particular number, say 3, is 1 in 6. A second example of probability might be the probability of reaching a certain age. For example, it's estimated that people born in the last 20 years have approximately a 1 in 8 chance of living to 100 years of age. Or consider that a pack of playing cards contains 52 cards. Obviously, the probability of selecting a specific card, for example, the 6 of diamonds, in a random draw from the deck is 1 in 52. Unlikely, but certainly not impossible. What about the chances of winning Lotto 649? Well, the probability of winning the 649 lottery is 1 in 14 million. Now, that certainly seems impossible. But this puts into perspective the improbability of your specific birth. Consider that the average number of sperm in each pairing of a man and a woman is 250 million. In other words, the initial probability that you would be born was about 1 in 250 million. If any of the other 249,999,999 sperm had won the race to your mother's egg, you would not exist today. So how small a probability is 1 in 250 million? Well, the probability of winning the 649 lottery, which we already declared is seemingly impossible, is 17 times more likely than your exact sperm winning the race to your mother's egg. But the probabilities don't end there. The same probability of 1 in 250 million pertains to each and every one of your ancestors in your family tree. For example, the probability that your mother would be born was the same, 1 in 250 million, and the probability that your father would be born was also 1 in 250 million. Obviously, your exact mom and your exact dad were necessary for your specific birth, or you would not be you. This means that the probability of your exact mother and your exact father and exactly you being born is approximately 1 in 15 trillion trillion. The probability that someone would buy just one ticket for each of 2 consecutive 649 lotteries and win them both is 4 times more likely than the birth of your exact mom, your exact dad, and exactly you. Now your exact birth seems tremendously improbable, but amazingly enough, you're here. You're very lucky. And the probabilities don't end there either. As I said before, these probabilities have to continue back long enough to account for every person in your family tree. If the chance of just you and your parents being born is already as minuscule as 1 in 15 trillion trillion, just imagine accounting for the birth of your grandmother and grandfather, another 1 in 250 million each, and their parents, another 1 in 250 million each, and on and on and on. Honestly, when all of these probabilities are considered, the fact that you or I is here today is just unbelievable. The point is clear. We are all extremely improbable events, and thus we're incredibly fortunate to be here at all. Very few of us appreciate just how lucky we are to be alive.